Did you ever just want to get together with some friends and play some good old Minecraft? Maybe one of you had the itch again, or you yourself wanted to have the notorious 2-week Minecraft phase. But there is a problem. You don't own a server. Maybe you don't want to pay for a service you'll use for 2 weeks and never look back to. Or maybe you just don't know how to set one up. Well, my friends, this mod is just for you. e4mc, created by Skyevg, allows you to open up your single-player world to all your friends. And unlike other mods, it doesn't require everyone involved to have the mod installed. And it doesn't have a shop built into its very core. But it seems like not a lot of you know about it. And while if you've ever used a certain popular mod pack, you actually have used it before, it surprises me not many people know about this. So today, let's talk about this free mod and it's one developer that allows you and your buddies to explore Minecraft with no hassle involved. You know, mostly. For the people who watch my Essential video, I'll be drawing a lot of comparisons to that mod. So if you haven't already, check that one out after this video. And hey, while you're on the way to my channel, click on that subscription button, because I'm a simple human being. I give you good content and you give me the feeling of accomplishment. So how does this actually work? Well, e4mc creates a connection between you and your friends by simply connecting you to another server, which then forwards your friends to your single player game, with only the host needing to have the mod installed. If you're new to Minecraft modding, this mod will require you to install a mod loader, and I'll link installers for most mod loaders in the comments to make it easier for you. These installers will make a mod folder in your .minecraft directory, and all you need to do is drag this .jar folder you downloaded off CurseForge or Modern into that folder and run Minecraft. Next, you just boot up a single player world or generate a new one and hit the open to LAN button. Normally this will just open it up to local players, but now a domain will appear in your text box. All you need to do is share this with your buddies and tada, you now own a server. Compared to something like Essential, for newcomers, this is a little bit more difficult to get your friends actually on your world. But because only one of you need to go through the hell of actually modding Minecraft, it is a bit easier than everybody installing Essential. And for the people who ever played the popular fabulously optimized mod, e4mc is already installed by default and ready to go. But that's the simple version. And you know me, simple is not enough. So how does this actually work? In my last video, I explained the reason you can't just open a server on your PC and expect everybody to instantly connect to it. But in a nutshell, your router blocks unknown traffic to keep random people from trying to gain access using your public IP. This is what we call a firewall. The way Essential gets over this issue is by providing both clients a way of talking to each other, either via a direct connection or via a relay connection. e4mc does away with all of this and uses what is known as the QUIC protocol. See, if you ever looked at your router's port forwarding settings, you might have seen these two terms: TCP and UDP. TCP is the protocol Minecraft uses and it has a few advantages. But in the context of today's video, it does a lot of error correction. See, if a player sends a server that they want to move forward, the client needs to communicate that to the server. This communication is done by sending data, or packets, over to the server. During the sending of this data, TCP will constantly check if the data is being received, if it's being received correctly, and all that kind of stuff. Basically, it's fact-checking itself constantly. This has the advantage that Minecraft servers don't need to have any error correcting built into it, as the protocol basically takes care of that themselves. The downside is that this constant back and forth uses a lot of time to complete, meaning that while it's reliable, it's also relatively slow compared to our next subject, as UDP doesn't do any checking. It just rushes packages out of the door as fast as possible, almost like an Amazon warehouse. Under this protocol, it doesn't matter if the server received the data you asked for just moving 1 block, because the next packet will say you moved 2 blocks. But as Minecraft lacks any means of understanding these changes as anything else but cheating, it falls apart. But e4mc does something different, as it uses QUIC. See, when you open up a world to LAN with e4mc, you make a connection to a QUIC server hosted by Sky. Then, this gives you a domain to share to your friends. That domain itself is another QUIC server that your friends will connect to, in turn connecting them to you. But Lunar, I hear you ask, if this is so great and works so well, then why is the video still not over? Well, that's because while this is a very easy way to do it, there are of course some issues. e4mc is, while being fairly well built, does have some issues. Mainly the question of all your data flowing through one guy's servers and relays. But according to Sky themselves,
Minecraft already does end-to-end encryption, so I don't tamper with those. I just blindly relay encrypted data.
On top of that, QUIC itself also encrypts all data it sends, meaning that even if someone is snooping, it's going to be hard for them to even breach into your connection. Aside from that, as mentioned in my previous video again, even if the servers are breached, there is no way for a malicious actor to get Minecraft to do malicious things other than abusing an exploit like Log4j or Mad Gadget, with the former being patched by Mojang themselves and the latter only being an issue with older mods and which you yourself can't patch again. It's as safe as you watching this video, which by the way, YouTube also uses the QUIC protocol. But my biggest issue is long-time support. Currently, Sky is hosting these services for free, as they mentioned to me that
The CurseForge monetization covers the operating costs.
but that doesn't seem like a viable long-term solution, does it? See, these servers can maybe be cheap to host, but I personally can't just rely on one single person keeping the entire use case of a mod running. Though, that is already fixed by the simple nature that this mod is completely open source. If Essential were to go down, you would not be able to play with your buddies anymore using that mod. Period. As their code is now partially available on GitHub, with their license not allowing any code changes or forks, the project dies the second Essential stops being funded. With e4mc, this can't really happen. Sure, Sky can just stop hosting these relay servers altogether, but because it's all available on the GitHub page, meaning that all someone needs to do is download this web server right here, get a free Oracle server running, using this website code, change a single line in the original e4mc code, specifically this one, to direct you to the server you just made, and congratulations, you made your own version of this mod. Meaning that even if you are a privacy nut like me and still don't trust people with your encrypted data, you can still just set it up yourself and it would be as free as you just downloading this mod. And this is why I personally advocate for open source development. The fact that even when somebody abandons a project, others can take what they did and make it 10 times better is something we've seen time and time again. But I've talked for long enough, so let's get to some sort of conclusion. A single jar file that can get all your friends to play with you. Free and open source, and maybe most importantly, no in-game store. But as seen by my community post, very, very underground. And while not perfect, it's still all made by, yet again, a single developer, who, to put it in their words, just wanted a mod like this to exist. And honestly, I chucked her a few bucks, just as a thank you for this great mod and the great services she provides to the community. But if you want to play Minecraft with your buddies for free and don't want to use Essential, use e4mc instead. But know that it's not the only option out there. But for now, I was Lunar, you are very awesome, and I'll see you in the next one. Alright, thank you to all the Pebbles and the Patrons yet again. You make this kind of stuff possible. It's as simple as that, you make it possible, just like I said last time. For the Pebbles, there is bloopers available on the members only section of the playlist, and for patrons there will be a full log of my conversation with Sky about this mod. Currently I am kinda busy with the new puppy, so if you're interested in seeing my puppy grow up, join the Discord. It's fun, it's free, and yeah, I'm also streaming on Twitch now twice a week, so if you ever want to see me do some live weird stuff, yeah, feel free to join me in there. But I think I talked for long enough. I will see you next time, lads. See ya.